I think it really started looking at other people's clean cars and like kind of wanting to know how they got it that way. My name is Taylor Schmoody, and this is my little barn shop here in Cambridge, Wisconsin. I own Bell Detailing. Last year, I'd say I started it, but I was dabbling before that. So, yeah, here we are. I am a full-service detail shop. I do interior detailing, very in-depth, everything really. Basic exterior, washes, really thorough washes, decontamination, claying, things of that nature, and then all the way up to full two-step corrections and pro-grade ceramic coatings. I offer IGL coatings and G-Technic brand coatings. I use some of the best products that you can really find. This is on my parents' land, and this is a little barn converted into a detail shop with proper lighting, and I have everything that I need in here to do everything that I do here, and just take one car at a time and deal with people, like you, just one-on-one really, and their car, that's all I'm focusing on at the time, and that's what I like to do. I got my first experience washing, really washing cars at Kelly Moss Motorsports in Fitchburg, and then really kind of going out on my own in my free time and polishing on my own cars. This probably applies to almost any detailer. You kind of have to work your way up, just like probably any industry, but it really started doing, disgusting, horrible interiors, and that still pays bills and it still gets you money, so that's really how I started, and I think that's how a lot of people started. But all along, what I've known I wanted to get to and do is the paint correction and coatings. I really enjoy polishing. I really enjoy, glossing cars up and making them shiny for people. So this was just a shell of a barn, would have been last year, and last winter we started by getting it all framed by a contractor, and then I did a lot of the insulation after that, and then drywall went up. So really the bare essentials first, the heat source, and then the water in the corner here coming into the building were the two main things that were really big that we had to add, obviously. And then the garage door, and just getting everything in here alone was a project too. I've personally, on just my own time, spent anywhere upwards of 12 plus hours just correction-wise. So that's not including the initial wash and prepping the car for correction and coating eventually. You can have a car in your shop for 3, 4, 5 days for something like that and be working your ass off. Typically, so many people are absolutely ecstatic about just their old car being glossier and shinier, and it gives them the feeling of a new car again. And I think that's kind of their connection with their car, because they see it every day, and then you make it better, and they're like absolutely ecstatic about it. So the average person really loves a simple polishing or a one-step correction, but to get a car like show ready or as perfect as a detailer could get it, you need to typically cut and polish, do a 2-step correction to really, really dial in the paint. We started with a simple wash and a decontamination, just like really any detail begins with a wash. And then I clayed the entire paint surface, the whole exterior of the car really. Basically, he got a 1-step correction, which I typically range from 50 to 60% correction if you're really looking at all imperfections in a panel or all imperfections in the whole car. Typically you would get around that range for a 1-step, and then a 2-step correction would be more like 70 to 85, 90 if you're really lucky. So he got a really solid correction. The car's looking really shiny, really glossy, really deep. And then after the correction, we panel prepped it with basically alcohol and a panel wipe. And then it got a SiO2 based sealant, G-Technic C2V3, really great product. It has hydrophobic properties for like 4 to 6 months usually, especially if it's cared for and washed regularly. But really good budget-friendly option for someone that really wants a good-looking car for not the cost of a 2-step correction and coating. And almost everyone is like this looks awesome after you're done with just a one step. So that's pretty much in a nutshell what Chris got. Yeah, car's looking good. I think a lot of it is just reaching like my own goals and what I wanted to do, and I knew, like, doing what I enjoy and what makes me happy too. So it's a lot of work, especially when you're trying to strive. Like, you can't make anything perfect, but it's always like that pursuit and chasing that is what, you know, obviously takes a lot of time, but just chasing that is kind of the fun part of it.